Welcome to Black Tiger Studios. My name is Jackson Filbert. We're here to teach you about the Mackie 32.8. This is the first in a series of DVDs that will teach you about your Mackie 32.8 or a Mackie 24.8 if that's what you happen to have. To give you all the tips and instruction on the Mackie 32.8, I would like to bring in my colleague, Cleotis Larvell Johnson III. Cleotis, could you please come in? Now, Cleotis, can you give us a little history on the Mackie 32.8 and what its uses are?
The Mackie 32.8 is, you'll find the Mackie 32.8 in most recording studios. It's kind of a industry standard. Unless you got big money, you know, and you go buy those SSL boards or something. But, you know, most studios run a 32.8, 24.8, 12.04 or something like that. You know, 16.04. Mackie's a good board.
Now, Cleotis, can you tell us what the difference is between the 24.8 and the 32.8?
The only difference is 8 more channels.
I see. Does that affect how you send, say, effects or reverb or echo or anything like that? Does that affect that in any way?
No.
Okay. And so let's say I didn't want to record. Say I wanted to do a live performance and I wanted to use my Mackie to do that. And I wanted to hook up a band, say a guitarist, a drummer, a steel guitar, a vocalist. Now, how would I go about hooking up all those different instruments to this one board?
Well, it can be done a couple of different ways. But the way I would do it, depending on if I'm doing a band that's on stage somewhere, and I may want to, you know, and the auditorium may be really big, right? So you can't get that sound from the band up, you know, way back into the back. So what I would do then is I would mic every instrument. Like in back of the guitar player's cab, he's going to have an output, right? I would run that to a channel on the Mackie.
I see.
And then the bass should have an output on it. Run that to a channel on the Mackie. Keyboards and all that stuff, the same thing. Run it to its own channel.
Now, the vocalist would be run to his own channel, would he not?
Right.
Now, let's say our vocalist needs a little help in the way of reverb or echo or some sort of effect on his voice. Now, how would you go about taking one channel with a microphone on it and making it have effects?
Well, at first I would have to run my effects to the board, right? Now, the Mackie has where you can run 6 different effects, and you can use them all at the same time. You got your 1, let's get this channel here, 1, 2, right? Then these here are 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can't see it, but 3, 4, 5, and 6. You hit your shift button to deal with your, okay, you got your 3 and your 4. Hit the shift, then you got 5 and 6. Shift button. Okay?
That alternates between 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 4 and 6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6, I'm sorry. Question. Does this Mackie or any other 24.8, 32.8 have its own effects built into the board?
No.
So I couldn't just take this board standalone and put reverb on someone's voice?
No.
What would I need to do?
You would need to run some type of effects processor.
Something like this?
Yeah, something like that right there. That's the MIDI verb, right?
And how would that work, sir?
MIDI verb 2. A good piece of equipment, right? Made back, you know, made a while ago, but they still use them today. What you would do with your MIDI verb is you would run the output, right, into the effects return on this side of your board, and then you can run the input on the aux sends. Okay? Aux return and aux sends, right? So you go out of there into here, out of here back into the Mackie.
And what does that do for you, Larvell?
What that does is, now, say I'm on track 24, right? And I want to give, and the singer's on track 24. I want to give him a little bit of the midi verb right here, right? So I'm going to turn him up a little bit. But I also have to worry about it on this side, right? Because this controls the overall of what's being sent over there. Okay?
Okay.
Overall.
So what you're saying is, using this knob, Larvel, you would set your effects to the desired level. Let's say at this point we want it at 12 o'clock. And then once we send them to each individual channel, we don't necessarily have to have this volume. This stays put.
That stays put.
And we can change the effects on 24,
Right.
25, whatever number we want to, and everyone can be different, getting a different amount of effects from the same MIDI verb, right?
Right. It wouldn't be a good idea to run all of them to the same effect.
You might want to use more than one outboard piece.
Right.
So, but it works along the same lines of, say, if you have your main volume here on the mixer is up to 00, which is where we like to have it.
That's unity, yeah.
Yes. Then, say, everything here is a little different level. You have your drums a little louder than, say, your guitar, and your vocalist a little louder than, say, your drums. But everything's run off the same volume.
Right.
Same for the effects. Bam, 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 bam. And so on down the line. I'll leave it to Larvel to explain the rest.
Okay. So, ask me a question.
Okay. What is the difference between reverb and echo?
Basically, reverb gives you like a room type of sound, you know? Like you ever go to the bathroom and it's a big bathroom and you talk and you can hear a little something going on?
Yes, I sing because it makes my voice sound better in the bathroom.
Okay, that's like a reverb. And an echo is, like, hey, 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 hey. It's something repeating itself. And you can set on your particular piece how much it's going to do that echo.
I see.